Hey everybody, Natalie Ross here with Naturally Radiant Wellness. If you don't know me already, I am a CHEK-trained professional and holistic health practitioner, and I work one-on-one with individuals to get to the root of their chronic health issues, as well as to really rebalance their digestive and hormonal health. So in this video, I really want to talk about stomach acid. And the reason why is because I get a lot of questions surrounding acid reflux, gastritis, and essentially the evolvement of the stomach health. And so the reason for that is because sometimes there's a miscommunication around the importance of your stomach acid, as well as the levels to which one has enough stomach acid. So that's why I wanted to make this video. So just to back up a little bit, what your stomach does, the functionality of your stomach, is to break down food. So when you are chewing, you swallow, the food hits the stomach, right? And essentially the stomach is going to start almost like a dishwashing cycle. It's going to churn with the stomach acid and form what is called chyme. Now, if you don't have enough stomach acid, this process is going to be depleted and cause further issues later on. So when you are taking in these foodstuffs, depending on what it is, the first action of the stomach is that it helps to absorb a lot of the minerals that you're taking in, a lot of the salts. If you take in any kind of alcohol, that'll be first absorbed by the stomach, as well as any sugar or medications. So these substances are first going to interact with the digestive process because they are going to either stimulate the body or they're going to help you to absorb nutrients and minerals, as I just mentioned. So your stomach acid itself has a pH of 1, which is incredibly low. It's very acidic. It's enough to melt a nail, okay? And so when you don't have enough stomach acid, you can imagine that the digestive process is going to be depleted incredulously. And that is because the incredibly strong power of your stomach acid to break down food is enough to eradicate any bacteria, pathogens, or viruses that may be in your food already. So, that being said, why is your stomach acid so important? Because when you don't have enough stomach acid, it's a big problem in not being thoroughly able to break down all of your food properly. When your food isn't broken down properly, then it goes into your small intestine and it essentially is starting to putrefy and ferment with any other possible pathogens that you may already have in your digestive tract. So, going full picture, when we have enough stomach acid, then this food is properly broken down, it's killing off any bad bacteria, it's breaking down some of the sugars, breaking down some of the proteins and fats, and then your small intestine is able to properly assimilate it. Otherwise, if the food isn't properly broken down, then your small intestine has a really hard time assimilating these nutrients because the foodstuffs aren't broken down into the proper building blocks that are essentially absorbed through the body. So you can think of your stomach as almost like a huge sterilization center because what it does is it kills off any foreign invaders. Now, it won't kill off any toxins because unfortunately most of the time those will still make it through either the bloodstream, through to the bloodstream and through the small intestine. However, at the same time, it's important to understand when we have enough stomach acid or when we don't have enough stomach acid. And the proper confusion around acid reflux or even gastritis is that there's an assumption that there isn't enough stomach acid. Now the thing is that the symptoms of low stomach acid versus high stomach acid are essentially the same. And so that leaves people wondering if they're dealing with acid reflux. Okay, well, assuming I have too much stomach acid because it's coming up my esophagus. In reality, what's happening is you don't have enough stomach acid, and the same symptoms are happening because your stomach is essentially having to make up for the lack of acid that it has, that is being produced, and it's having a hard time digest food properly. So this will lead to further disruptions later on because, like I said earlier, when the food isn't processed correctly, the small intestine, the colon, essentially is fermenting the undigested foodstuffs. So, what can you do about low stomach acid? Some of the things, whole foods that I implement every single day are apple cider vinegar and lemon. These contain natural enzymes as well as acetic acid, which are going to help to stimulate some of the hydrochloric production in your stomach. I hope that helps you all today. And if you are dealing with gastritis, acid reflux, there may be some other holistic protocols that you definitely need to consider. However, this is just a brief overview for you to understand a little bit more about your stomach acid, and how important it is to maintain that digestive strength and ensure that you're digesting your food properly. So, thank you so much, everybody. If you have any further questions or need further clarification, feel free to send me a DM, or of course, you can always feel free to schedule a clarity call if you have one-on-one questions you need answered about your specific condition. Thank you so much. Have a great day.